If you're waiting to feel ready, this is what I want you to understand. Ready is not coming. This episode is part of my Laws to Live By series, and today's law is the law of readiness. And this one matters because so many people are delaying their lives waiting for a feeling that was never meant to arrive first. So today we're talking about the law of readiness and why waiting to feel ready is one of the most subtle ways we keep ourselves stuck. Most people think readiness looks like confidence, like certainty, clarity, like having it all figured out. But that's not how readiness actually works. Readiness is emotional, it's inconsistent, and it's heavily influenced by fear. So if you're waiting to feel ready before you move, you're letting your nervous system run the timeline. And your nervous system will always choose what's familiar over growth. Here's what readiness actually looks like. It's comfort. And comfort has nothing to do with expansion. Growth doesn't feel ready. It feels unfamiliar. It feels awkward and it's slightly destabilizing, which is why so many people mistake discomfort for a sign to stop. But discomfort is often the sign that you're exactly where you need to be. I want to make this personal for a moment. There were so many times in my life where I told myself, I'll do it when I feel ready, when I feel more confident, when I feel more qualified, when I feel more established. And the truth is, those moments didn't arrive first. They arrived after I moved, after I spoke before I felt certain, after I showed up without guarantees, after I decided to trust myself before I had the proof. Readiness didn't lead me, action did. Here's the pattern I see all the time. People wait to feel ready. They wait to feel motivated. They wait to feel confident. And while they're waiting, time passes. Opportunities move on and momentum fades. Self-doubt grows louder. Not because they're incapable, but because hesitation reinforces hesitation. The longer you wait, the heavier the decision feels. There's a quiet truth here. The people you admire weren't more ready than you. They were just more willing to move while unsure. They didn't eliminate fear. They acted alongside it. And that's the difference. Readiness is not a prerequisite for action. Action is what creates readiness. Confidence follows movement. Clarity follows a decision, and trust is built through evidence, not thinking. Every time you do what you said you would do, you send yourself a signal, I can rely on myself. And that signal matters more than how ready you feel. So here's the law. Stop waiting to feel ready. If something keeps pulling at you, keeps resurfacing, keeps asking for your attention, that's not randomness, that's information. And the longer you ignore it, the louder it becomes. You don't need to know every step. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need certainty. You need one honest decision, one step that matches who you're becoming. If you've been standing still, waiting for the feeling to change, this is your permission. Move anyways. Not recklessly, not forcefully, but intentionally. Because readiness is not a feeling you wait for. It's a state you step into before you move on. And the longer you ignore it, the louder it becomes. You don't need to know every step. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need certainty. You need one honest decision, one step that matches who you're becoming, not who you've been. If you've been standing still, waiting for the feeling to change, this is your permission. Move anyways. Not recklessly, not forcefully, but intentionally. Because readiness is not a feeling you wait for. It's a state you step into. Before you move on from this episode, sit with this question. What am I postponing because I'm waiting to feel ready? And what would happen if I moved first and trusted the feeling to catch up? That answer is where momentum begins. If this episode gave you permission to move before you felt ready or helped you soften in ways you didn't know you were allowed to, I want you to send this to someone close to you who might be waiting too long for the right moment. And if this person is you, come back to this episode when the doubt creeps in. Until next time, keep choosing yourself, keep shining, and always stay sunny side up. I will see you in my next episode. Bye. That was great.